Alright, so Forsaken, it's this game on Roblox where there's a killer and then survivors, but if you clicked on the video, you probably already know what it is. Today I'm just going to be making a tier list of every single survivor in the game. I don't really know why I'm doing it, but I guess it'll be fun. So let's get into the video. Alright, so first on the tier list we have Noob. This character is pretty decent. He's the default one you get. He has they have three abilities. So the three abilities are Ghost Burger, where you just eat it and then you become invisible for 10 seconds and undetectable for 10 seconds. That's a pretty decent ability. The next ability is Bloxy Cola, I believe. And with this one, you just drink it, and then you get speed 1 for 10 seconds. And then the final ability is Slake Skin Potion. You just drink this, and you get 100 health for 10 extra seconds. The problem is, when you use this, you're incredibly slow. So the killer's easily able to catch up to you. So you really only want to use that in, the last 10 seconds of a game. Anyway, Noob is a very good character. Good in Last Man Standing. The only problem is, the Noob contributes absolutely nothing to the team. Literally, when you're playing Noob, you're just running around trying to avoid the killer. So, because of this, what's it called? A B tier. Yeah, B tier. Alright, next is Elliot. I actually love this character. The amount of times I've been saved by an Elliot is very massive. But the character is quite simple. There's only, two things he can do. He has the pizza throw, where you just chuck a pizza and it heals someone if they, go eat it. And then he also has Rush Hour. You have to heal someone to pizza, and then you get a charge for Rush Hour. And then when you use Rush Hour, you just, get speed free for 3 seconds, so it lets you get really far away from the killer if you're being chased. The only problem is, if Elliot's the last person left, you're actually screwed. There's literally nothing you can do other than 1 Rush Hour to avoid the killer. But then after that, Elliot has less health, and then just no abilities to defend himself in the chase. So, only an A tier. I mean, only an A tier is still good, but, not as good as it should be. Alright, so now we have Two Time. Two Time's main gimmick is that they have a second life. So, Two Time has, a stab ability, and if you stab the killer enough times, you get your second life. So, Two Time is actually a very good survivor, if you're good enough with him. Personally, I am pretty awful at playing Two Time, because, I keep on missing the backstabs. Two Time also has a crouch ability, where they become, slightly invisible, and if you use the stab while you're crouching, you get a lunge forwards, which is also pretty good. And the other ability is a ritual, where you just have to place it down, and then when you get your second life, that's where you spawn. So, just try and hide that, otherwise the killer knows where you spawn on your second life. So, Two Time is fairly decent in Last Man Standing, as they have, the ability with the stabbing, the knife ability. I don't actually know what's called. But, the problem is Two Time automatically activates their second life, and in second life you have less health, so, it's not exactly that good. But Two Time's still, a very good character. I've been saved by Two Time so many times, it's actually unreal. And I think Two Time is an S tier character. Alright, so after that we have Guest. This character, he's quite tanky, has an extra 15 health. His 2 abilities are Block, the one where you block the killer, and then when you block you get a charge, so that means you can punch the killer. And then you also have another ability, which is Charge, where you just run at the killer and hit them back. The problem is, I'm bad at the game, keep in mind, but this character is so hard to use. I've only ever managed to parry the killer once. By the way, parry is when you block and then immediately hit back. It does a stun and does quite a bit of damage. Anyway, but it's just so difficult to do that. I mean, I'm bad at the game, as I've already said, but yeah, anyway, a good Guest is just very good, very useful to the team. But for me, he's just not it. So, I'm going to give him a C tier. I'm sorry, Guest players. Alright, so now we have Taff. Taff is a trapper character, where you place down traps, like tripwires and landmines. Well, it's not really a landmine, it's this weird-looking space landmine. Anyway, so I think Taff is a very, very good character. The problem is Taff can be easily countered by good killers, because if you just hit the trap right before you walk on it, it doesn't do anything. But Taff is so fun to play, because like when you just place down a trap and then the killer walks on it, it's just kind of funny. And I just really like Taff. So S tier. Okay, so after that we have 007N7. So this character, he's a survivalist type, which is the same type as the noob. What he does, he's able to clone himself and turn invisible, so that makes the killer want to chase the clone. And he also has an ability where he just teleports to the other side of the map. So he's very good for escaping the killer, but he doesn't contribute much to the team unless you're using your clone to like distract the killer. The only problem is when you're up against a good killer, they kind of know if you're the clone or not. Because when you turn invisible, when you activate the clone ability, you're not entirely invisible, much like the noob's ability. So you can kind of be seen, and if you're like, if the killer's paying attention as he's chasing you, or she, anyway, if the killer's paying attention as they're chasing you, they'll see that you're kind of invisible, and they'll just target you. So yeah, and also clone also acts kind of robotically, but you have another ability where you can just change whether like what type of mode it's doing, because there's Pathfind mode where the I can't speak today. Okay, wait, where the clone just pathfinds around the map. There's also aimless mode where the clone just walks around aimlessly, and the third mode is cursor where it just goes to where you're looking at. So yes, I think 007 is a pretty good character, but then again, most of the time it doesn't contribute much to the team and can be countered quite easily. So C tier. I'm sorry, 007 fans, but yeah, C tier. Shedletsky. I am awful with this character, but I still think he's a very good character, because when you get a good Shedletsky, that is just like the best thing ever. The only problem is the majority of the time it seems that Shedletsky mains are just not it. But Shedletsky's actually a very good character. He has like a stun ability where he swings his sword and stuns the killer for like 3 seconds, I think it is. And he also has another ability where he eats chicken and heals himself. This isn't an automatic heal though, it heals over time. It heals 40 health, I believe, and has a massive cooldown. But it's still very good if you get attacked and then you run off. So this is a pretty well-rounded character. I give him B tier. Dusika, my absolute favourite character in the game. I bet you can guess what this character's going to get on the scale. But anyway, Dusika, he has an ability where he just like zaps the killer and like slows him for 3 seconds. And you can also zap survivors and speed them up for 3 seconds. Or you can also zap multiple at once. And he also has another ability where he shields a survivor. The good thing about Dusika is you could just be on the other side of the map and shield a survivor on the complete like other side of the map. And then you can just piss off the killer with him. He's just so fun. S tier. Actually, wait, before I say the S tier, there's one downside. He doesn't really like have any defensive capabilities in an actual, like, what's it called? When you're being chased by the killer. Because if you use the stun ability, it like slows you down for 3 seconds while you're using it. So you can't really use it in a chase. You do have to rely on other survivors like guests and Shedletskys. But, however, Dusika's still an S tier because, like, he's just the GOAT. Builderman. This character, he's able to place structures. He has a sentry turret he can place, which is pretty good because it, like, slows down the killer when the killer's near it. And he also has a dispenser, which heals people he can place, which is also very good because, like, you can heal your other survivors and you can heal yourself if you manage to escape the killer and you lost some health. So Builderman's a very well-rounded character, I think. The only problem is, like other survivors, he doesn't have much capabilities to defend himself in a 1v1. I mean, not 1v1, it's like when you're getting chased by the killer. I don't know if there's any word for that. Oh wait, no, it's just called chased. Anyway, so unless you already have like a sentry turret you place down, you're kind of screwed when the killer's on you. So you do need to have other survivors to help you. But if you have good team composition, then you're just a very good survivor. A tier. Last, we have Chance. This character is all about gambling, and I think he's my favourite. Well, actually, no, my second favourite, behind Dusika. Anyway, what he does, he has a gun. You have to roll the coin in order to get charges, so you can actually use the gun. You need 3 charges to use the gun, and then there's also a chance the gun explodes in your face, killing you, which is actually pretty funny. But the gun, it deals like 50 damage to the killer and also stuns them for like 3 seconds. Or it can stun them for more seconds if you're closer. So a point blank shot does do more damage. The only problem is when you're using the gun, it slows you for like 3 seconds before you actually shoot. But however, still very useful ability. Chance also has another ability where he re-rolls his health. so you have to get like multiple charges, and then you can use that ability to re-roll your health. And then he also has hat fix, so if your gun explodes in your face and you don't die, you just use hat fix to remove the gun being broken, and then it's back. So just a very good character, and I think he's S tier because of gambling. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. It was incredibly fun to make because I got to yap about my favourite Roblox game for 8 whole minutes, which is always a plus. Anyway, if you like the video, then you can always like the video. And if you want to subscribe, then subscribe. But you don't have to, but I'd like if you subscribed. Anyway, feel free to share your opinions in the comment section down below. And if you want to criticise my opinions on guest 133 something, whatever, then just go criticise them in the comment section down below. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Oh, by the way, before I go, if you like this video and want to see more videos like this, just put so in the comment section. Because I'm just going to try and see what videos I actually enjoy making and what videos actually catches on, because I kind of have no subscribers right now. I mean, I have 3 subscribers, but you know, that's basically nothing. But yeah, anyway, bye.